My two Satoshis, this is my two Satoshis. Tune in and get the latest and greatest. I'm stacking Toshis, yeah.
Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is December 8th, 2020. This is real hip hop right here, people. Shout out to my man, one of the YouTube members, premium members. I must add, the travel behemoth for the song request, Gangstar, Above the Clouds, classic hip hop right here. TB, you got good taste, my friend. You got good taste. What's going on, people? Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to another episode. We got a problem on our hands, people. Bitcoin has broken a trend line I've been covering and watching. We bounced off of it I think yesterday, so that gave me some confidence, but we've now just broken through it. So we're going to talk about that today. What's going on with the bulls and the bears? The bears, I think, have taken over, and I got a new support area for us, a new target for another bounce. This one better hold, because if this one I'm going to tell you guys about doesn't hold, we got a problem on our hands. That's for sure. So we'll talk about that. And we've got alleged owner of the BTC-e platform. This is old school stuff right here. All my old school Bitcoin players out there, give me some love. Who remembers trading on BTC-e, trading Dogecoin, Litecoin, Namecoin, classic platform. I jumped over to that platform right after Mt. Gox went down. And yeah, this guy sentenced to 5 years for money laundering. We'll take a look at the details. This is out of Crypto Daily. And then Decrypt Media, Citigroup, and I just talked about this, people, yesterday on yesterday's video. Citigroup downgrades MicroStrategy stock, citing firm's Bitcoin's focus. Again, you guys know I'm a Bitcoin crypto guy through and through, but I think they're getting a little ahead of themselves. MicroStrategies is like, they've already got a nice bag in Bitcoin. I think they're going a little too far, going out to raise debt to buy more Bitcoin. Just my opinion. Citigroup feels the same way. We'll look exactly at what and why they've downgraded them out of Decrypt Media. This is interesting. I saw this. I'm like, I just talked about them yesterday. Lastly, Atari launching their token next week. I had the CEO of Atari on a kicking session maybe about 4 months ago. If you missed that, I'll try to leave a link. Remember to leave a link in the description below. Great interview. Very brilliant guy. His story on how he was with Atari, left, came back. Awesome. So I really want you guys to watch that interview I did with him a few months ago. But we'll take a look at the details. This is out of CoinGape.com. All three articles coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's guys find these types of videos informative. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And before we start, PureVPN, don't forget the special they've got going on right now. It is the Cyber Week discount, biggest discount in PureVPN's history. So take advantage of it. You get 88% off the 5-year plan. All right, that comes down to just $1.32 a month. I'm gonna say that again, $1.32 a month. So that means $79 for a 5-year plan. Take advantage of that. Awesome service. I use it, and you can experience an all new PureVPN platform with all new and easy to use apps and a much improved performance platform. Over 6,500 high-speed VPN servers, 50 plus streaming channels, and you can connect up to 10 devices at one time. Just excellent, not only for security but also for, again, getting those geo-restricted streaming videos that you love. All right, so get over there. I got a link in the description below. PureVPN.com, 88% off for 5 years, just $79. Can't beat that. And so let's take a look at the details on this Bitcoin move. Last hour, literally just last hour, we broke cleanly below this trend line. That blue one you see there, we broke it. So guess what? We're going down here now. I'm going to extend this outward. This is where we're heading now, in my opinion. You know, we're technically not too far from that. So you may want to just stay in the market and not try to time it unless you're going to be glued to that screen. That's where we are with that. I think we're going to hit that 17,800 range. If we break that, look out below, people, because we're heading all the way down, most likely by the time we get there, maybe around 16,000. Yep, so that's the last level of support for us in this upward trend. So I think that's where we're heading. The red one, the yellow one, or orange one, I don't know. I'm hoping we don't have to even make that decision. And if you guys want to, I have to always remind you, sign up for that free month's worth of automated trading on dudex.com. I have a link in the description below. Sign up with that link. Send me an email at algo@cryptoblood.io for your free month of automated trading with my algorithms on both Bitcoin versus USDT and Ethereum versus USDT. I'll send you instructions on what to do after you sign up. So that's why it's important to email me at algo@cryptoblood.io. But let's take a look at this first article. I'm going to cover the one about MicroStrategies first, simply because I literally talked about them yesterday and thought, I think this may be a little bit too aggressive with this raising debt to buy Bitcoin, right? So lo and behold, Citigroup downgrades MicroStrategy. Saylor, they say, whose company has poured hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoins, or dollars, I should say, into Bitcoin, continues to make passionate claims about the long-term value of the cryptocurrency. Citigroup now downgrading MicroStrategy stock today, citing the CEO is disproportionately focused on Bitcoin. Saylor said that Bitcoin is a million times better than gold, and God's name is Satoshi, in an interview this morning. The interview was moderated by Binance and featured Saylor and Binance CEO CZ in a conversation. Citigroup has downgraded MicroStrategy stock from neutral to sell, citing the company's recent investments in Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, once a somewhat obscure business intelligence software firm, poured $250 million into Bitcoin in this past August, and yet another $175 million in September. Again, I thought those were great deals, great timing, right? I think that was excellent. But to continue to go further and now try to raise another $400 million in debt to go buy more Bitcoin, I think is overboard, because this asset is so volatile. It is going to be like worth hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, with no doubt about it. But I think, going in hard, they've already made hundreds of millions off of buying from August and earlier, right? So, bears make money, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered. You just got to be careful, guys. So we'll see what happens. But yes, Citigroup has downgraded MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy has made an investment return of $250 million, or $26 per share, towards its stock since August of 2020. An analyst from Citigroup went on to say here that while impressive, it pales in comparison to the 172% return in the stock at the current stock price. He says our analyst suggests that the market is pricing in much more optimistic valuation scenarios for the core business and Bitcoin. Well, there you have it. Let me know, what do you guys think about that? Do you think MicroStrategy is jumping ahead of the gun on this one? I would love to know your thoughts on that in the comments below. I personally think so. Next, let's take a look at what's going on with the legendary BTC-e platform. So it looks like the alleged owner, I should say, of the platform has been sentenced to a 5-year jail time for money laundering charges. Not a lot of time, if you ask me. You compare this to what Ross is getting. I think he's in jail. The guy who started Silk Road, he's in jail for life, I believe. So 5 years, not all that bad. So Alexander Vinnick has been sentenced to that 5-year prison bid for money laundering. On top of his jail sentence, Alexander will also have to pay just over $120,000 in penalties in what is a situation of presumed crypto scams. Interesting. I'm sure he's made millions of dollars. So 5-year sit down and $120,000 fine. Hey, not too bad in my book. According to Alexander and his legal representation, a French court acquitted him of charges of extortion and organization with a criminal venture. Even though he denies any misconduct done on his part, he's been accused of being behind a $160 million scheme that's made the most leading cryptocurrency. After spending some holiday time in Greece, Alexander was arrested after he became a wanted man in the United States, Russia, and France. He stayed in Greece for a few years more than he bargained for and was extradited to Russia, where he demanded lesser charges of $11,000 but this request was denied by the court. So wow, there you have it. Legendary. Some of my OGs, please show me some love. Give me some memories about your experience with BTC-e. The platform UI was horrible, right? But it was a good platform back then. They were actually the first exchange I remember who connected MT4. They had an MT4 platform connected to their exchange, so you could literally trade Bitcoin on their MT4 platform and have some leverage as well. They were pioneering back then in the day. I don't know what happened since then, but definitely some memories there. And then lastly, CoinGate, Atari token to launch next week. CEO says crypto industry has great potential. It surely does. Atari Games, a gaming giant and the pioneer of arcade games, might be eyeing the cryptocurrency space as gaming crypto tokens are already in expanding multi-billion-dollar industry. Atari has been at the forefront of many gaming revolutions and is leading the transformation to the digital in-game token industry as well. I'm going to try to get him back on the show, guys. Fred, excellent interview I had with him a few months ago. So they did announce their ERC20 token back in June and launched the first public sale back in November. The legendary game maker revealed that their model was to bring decentralization to the video game and interactive entertainment industry. So I don't know. I talked about this in the interview I did with the CEO, Fred, about their platform. They've got a new console coming out as well. I don't know where they are with that. There were some delays because of COVID back when we did the interview. So I'll have to go follow up on that and possibly get him back on the show to talk about what's going on. He did mention that they were coming out with a token back then, but it looks like it's finally coming. Are you going to participate and buy you some Atari tokens? Do you think they'll hold value or appreciate in value? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below as well. The gaming giant's CEO appeared highly bullish about the cryptocurrency industry, discussing various use cases from fungible tokens, NFTs, and collectibles. He said that cryptocurrency is something he doesn't want to ignore and said that they are working hard to make the most of the opportunities of this nascent industry. All right, there you go. Let me know your thoughts on that Atari token. Are you guys buying one of those Atari VCSs? I think that's what it's called, the new console. It's going to be like a hybrid, so you can play games and also run. It's running in Windows OS, I believe. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Let me know your thoughts again on all three of these articles today. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's very important. And shout out again to my man, the travel behemoth, for the song request, Gangstar, Above the Clouds. Your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out of here. That's my two Satoshis. Holla!